This is Justin Bronco with the Hank Haney International Junior Golf Academy. We have Renato here. We're going to take a look at his swing. This is a clip that we took from Renato when we first came back from winter break. We're just kind of working on a couple things with him. The first thing with Renato we're going to try and work on is his grip gets a little bit too strong in his left hand. So we're working on getting him to run the club a little bit more through his palms. Try to get his grip a little bit more neutral so we can learn how to square the club up correctly. Aside from that, his setup's pretty good. As far as the swing plane goes, Renato likes to, his main error has always been to kind of swing a little bit too much around his body, a little bit too flat on an arc. And not hinging the club enough. He just kind of likes to turn his torso on the way back real fast, and then turn his torso real fast on the way through. And he kind of never really uses his arms or hands, and he doesn't really hinge the club up or let his arms work up and down. So we're working on that with him a little bit. So you can see in this clip here, as Renato starts the club back, he brings the club up in front of the blue line there, which is the swing plane. So he gets the club working a little bit more up and down, and this is kind of more what we want to see with Renato. Just a little bit more thinking up and down with his arms and hands and the club, and then same thing on the way back down. He wants to bring the arms up on the way down as he turns his upper body, and then on the way back down, we like to get him to work more on letting his lower body turn first and resisting his upper body as he drops his arms in the club more down, more up and down, and not so much around on an arc. And when he swings too much around on an arc, he tends to spin out a little too much and tends to hit a lot of shots bad, or he tends to hit a lot of low shots with deep divots because he uses his shoulder too much and de-lofts the club. Again, and part of that comes from his grip being a little too strong too. So we're just working on neutralizing his grip a little bit, and then getting him to swing a little bit more up and down in front of the shaft plane there, almost kind of playing a little bit of a fade there. So we can work on when he brings the club back down. You can see it's on the plane there, with just a little bit above the plane, which is kind of what we're working on with him, because we want to get him a little more in that direction to get him a little bit out of swinging too much around his body. So the club is in pretty good position there. We would just like to see his upper body just kind of resist his lower body a little bit better on the downswing, so he can keep his angle and come a little bit more from the inside, so we can square the club up properly. You can see an impact there. He's lost his spine angle. Again, that's from kind of spinning out on the ball too much, and then he has to kind of change his spine angle and tilt a little bit more over the ball, otherwise he's going to kind of swing right over top of it. So you get this position he's in here, you can tell he's a little bit too much bent over. His original spine angle is kind of more up that way, and you can see how his shoulders should be a little bit more square at this position. But again, that all comes from his tendency to get the club a little bit too flat and around, which gets the club too far behind him, in which case he's had to kind of throw his shoulder and spin his body out a little bit too much to get the club on the ball. So the plane is a little bit better in the swing, but the body's still kind of reacting to his old swing. So now we're working on just getting the new swing plane to kind of get in sync with his body, so we can solidify his impact a little bit more and get a little bit more consistent shots, a bit more of a consistent miss, which will lead to some lower scores. And we're looking forward to Renato having a good year. He's working hard, and we're going to get him to play in a little bit less amount of tournaments this year, so we can get a little bit more rest, because we think he kind of overdid a little bit last semester and then kind of wore himself out. So that's kind of where we're at with Renato now, and like I said, we're looking forward to a good year, and if you have any questions, feel free to give any one of us a call. Myself, Kyle, or Jen will be glad to talk to you. Thank you.